Okay, let's just state the obvious. The AI revolution isn't coming, it's already here. We're seeing AI agents start to replace entire teams, and honestly, the world is changing faster than ever before. But here's the thing. Inside all that chaos, there's this massive, massive window of opportunity. So in this explainer, we're going to give you a clear 8-step framework to actually take advantage of this new era, even if you're starting from absolute scratch.
Look, we've got to get real about this. This shift is going to create an unbelievable amount of wealth, but it's also going to leave a lot of people behind. So the question isn't if AI is going to change your industry, it's really when and how. The only way to win is to have a plan, and that is exactly what we are going to build together today.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about the AI gold rush and how to think about it. Then we get super tactical, how to find your niche, connect with the right customers, and then actually execute with a smart playbook. And to wrap it all up, we'll zoom out and look at the long-term wealth framework. It's the whole roadmap, A to Z. We've seen these moments before, right? The internet boom, the mobile boom, and just like back then, the people who really win aren't just the ones chasing whatever's brand new. They're the ones who have a solid strategy. This right here is so important. It is incredibly easy to get distracted by what's new, all the futuristic tech demos you see online. But the real money in this AI gold rush, it isn't in building some sci-fi fantasy. It's in focusing on what's true, applying AI to solve boring, fundamental, and really expensive business problems that exist right now. So, where do you start? Well, the foundation of your entire AI business really comes down to two things. First, picking the right industry, and second, choosing a business model that can actually protect and grow your company. Let's break that down. And the right industries, they're usually the ones nobody's talking about at those fancy tech conferences. Forget glamour, think value. We're talking about massive trillion-dollar markets like supply chain logistics, all that administrative work, home services, legal contract analysis, and even just internal team training. These are all areas where AI can create incredible efficiency and solve huge, costly problems today. Okay, so once you've picked your industry, you need a moat to protect your castle. In business, your margin is your moat. It's just the difference between what you sell something for and what it costs you to deliver it. Think about it. Low-margin businesses like restaurants, they really struggle to grow. But high-margin businesses, they have the cash to reinvest, to innovate, and to survive when things get tough. So here are the high-margin models you should really be looking at. You could start with AI services, setting up automations for clients. That's a solid 70% margin. Then you've got consulting at 80%, software at a whopping 90%, and then the holy grail, digital products at 95%. That's where you build it once and you can sell it 1,000 times over. All right, you've got your industry and your model. The next logical step is figuring out who you're selling to. And the answer is simple. You don't sell to everyone. You find the people who have a big, painful problem and, crucially, the money to pay for a high-value solution. There's this great saying in marketing that just nails this strategy. It is so much easier to make $1 million selling to millionaires than trying to sell to everybody. So within those boring industries we talked about, find the business owners and the executives who feel the pain of inefficiency the most. They're the ones who will happily write a check to make that pain go away. But how do you actually meet them? Well, you can go to industry events or even better, volunteer at them to get access to the speakers. You could send a truly personalized email that proves you've done your homework. Or get creative. Start a podcast and invite your dream clients to be guests. Host a simple Zoom roundtable or an exclusive dinner. The goal here is to build real relationships, not just to make a quick sale. Okay, so you know who you're serving and what you're selling. Now it's time to actually do it. This playbook is all about execution, how to structure your offer for maximum cash flow, build your product the smart way, and deliver it without getting totally overwhelmed. You have to remember this. A business can look profitable on paper, but still go bankrupt because it runs out of cash. Growth costs money, so you need to structure your offers to get paid up front. That way you have the cash, the vitality, to actually fund your growth, instead of basically acting like a bank for your customers. And the single most powerful way to protect your cash flow? Sell your solution before you build it. Yeah, you heard me. Create a simple prototype. It can literally be sketches on paper. Find your first 50 early adopters who will agree to co-create it with you. And when you reach out, don't ask for money, ask for advice. People are way more likely to buy when they feel like they're a part of the process. So once you have money in the bank from those pre-sales, then it's time to build your MVP, your minimal viable product. This concept is absolutely critical. There's a famous story about an entrepreneur who spent 3 years and $3 million building a product, only to launch it and find out nobody wanted it. An MVP is how you avoid that trap. You just focus on the absolute simplest version you can build and sell. And you do not need a fortune to build it. You can use no-code platforms for most solutions. For something a little more advanced, you can use AI-powered coding tools to help you write the code. And if you do need a developer, you hire them after you have the pre-sales and a crystal clear plan, not before. Now, let's talk about delivering that MVP. If you don't have automation, you're going to get buried in busy work fast. Automation is what turns your solution into a scalable machine that literally works while you sleep. It frees you up to grow the business, not just get stuck running it. So focus on automating these 4 areas first: taking payments, setting up new accounts, onboarding new clients with simple forms, and creating an AI-powered knowledge base to handle all the common support questions. That, my friends, is how you scale. All right, in our final section, let's see how this all comes together. We've gone through the tactics, but real success in the AI era, well, it also requires the right mindset. This is all about playing the long game to build real, lasting wealth. At the end of the day, you have a choice. You can be short-term greedy, build a small app, sell it quickly, and take a nice little win. Or you can be long-term greedy. That means you keep the profitable business going, you reinvest the cash flow to scale it, or maybe you even stack it by building a whole portfolio of solutions. The real value isn't just the money, it's the experience and the asset you build along the way. And here it is. This slide puts the entire journey together. This 8-step framework is your key. From picking a boring industry and selling to the right customer, all the way to building smart and playing the long game. This is the complete roadmap for building your AI business in this incredible new era. So there you have it. You have the playbook, the theory is done. The only thing left to do is to take action. So look around at the problems in your own industry, in the world around you, and just ask yourself, what problem are you going to solve first?